going on, guys? So you're seeing this for the first time just like I am, getting ready to unbox this. So this is a Bluetti portable power station. So this is one of the smallest ones, 300 watts. The battery capacity is 230.4. Normally Bluetti is blue, but I got the premium version, which is the AC2P. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing unboxed and I'll be right back. Here's something interesting right here. It says, please keep this box. Your return will not be accepted without the box. So it also tells you the same thing in Spanish. So you definitely gotta hold on to this box for any return. So first thing we get is another box that should have all of the connections for solar, power, and there's no cigarette lighter in there. I think it's only 2, and a grounding screw. Then the next thing we get is the manual and probably some instructions as well. Okay. And then we have the power station itself. This is only 7 pounds. Definitely want to make sure I keep this box. All right, guys, so here is the power station itself. I'm trying to do this unboxing with one hand. Normally I just have like cell phones and cameras. They're pretty small, but this definitely is not small. Okay, well, it's tiny for a power station. So I got this to be more portable in the car when we go on road trips. Definitely gonna help out instead of having just those little power banks. This, I'll be able to charge drone, cameras, pretty much everything. So let's take a look around this thing real quick. Yeah, it's super light though. It's only 7.9 pounds or 8 pounds, whichever way you wanna say it. So I'm gonna go over this real quick, and then I'm gonna come back with some follow-up videos on it, guys, just to see how well this has worked. So it has a 300 watt inverter, but this only holds 200, the battery in here is 230.4. So let's see, turn the power on. Oh, it came at 62%. So it gives you your input, your output. It's on eco mode. There is an app. I'll do a separate video going through the app. According to this, it's got 99.9 hours left if you just left it the way it is. Obviously, I'm going to charge it up to 100%. But just take a quick walk around this thing for you guys. Now, there is no, what do you call it, Qi charger on the top. There's no Qi charger up here on the top at all on this model. The bigger model I'm looking at getting, there is Qi charging at the top, or wireless charging if you want to call it that. Okay, so we get a DC input. This is for solar. So this is for your XT60. There should be a cable in there. I'll show you guys. This is for your DC output and input. So you can actually charge this with your car battery. It will take forever doing it with a car battery, but you can do it. This does it at a maximum of 12 volts, 10 amps. So 10 amps is the max. For the solar, let's see, 12 volts, and it looks like 12 to 28 volts, 200 watts max is what it takes on solar. Okay, so then we have the buttons here for DC to turn these 3 on, and AC to turn these 2 on. So this is 300 watts total. It's not 300, 300, and then 300, no. It's 300 total. So whatever you're putting in needs to be below 300 watts, all right? So you get a 100 watt USB-C here. You get a USB-A that's at 4.5 volts. So the standard 2 USB-As and 1 USB-C at 100 watt. And these are your standard 120 watts, or 120 volts, excuse me, AC inverter. Now, a little tip for you guys who have never used power stations before. With DC, direct current, you'll get more, the battery will last longer instead of using the inverter. Anytime you need to use the inverter, you're gonna lose power just by using the inverter because it's got a switch from DC to AC. That's why you have that inverter in here. So just know if you're doing cell phones or whatever and it's type C, you're much better off. Like on my computer, I'm much better off plugging it in here than I am here, because this will last longer doing it this way, direct current versus alternating current, okay? Now we go here to the side. We have the AC input, and it's just a standard plug. I'll show you guys what that looks like in a little bit. Grounding plug, if you want to ground this thing. And that's basically it, other than the instructions here on the back. You do have your fans here. There's one on this side, and there's a fan here on the other side. So one inlet, and the other one blows air out. So I'll be able to tell you which one here in a little bit. But yeah, this is the Bluetti AC2P, and the P is for premium. That's why it's orange. If you see other ones like this, they'll be blue and that'll say AC2C, okay? That's the standard one, and the standard one only has 200.4 watts, where this one is 230.4. So, all right, so let's see what's in the other box so I can show you that real quick, and we'll be done with this video. All right, so on this side, pull these out. Oh yeah, this is a nice beefy cable. This cable looks similar to what you would have with like a standard appliance. So, but yeah, this is a pretty thick wire right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug that in a little bit. Let's see what else we get here. So we get one other cable, and this has got to be for solar. So guys, I'm debating on whether or not I want to get a 100 watt or a 200 watt panel. They do sell a 60 watt panel. It would take hours, couple of hours. Well, let's see. At 60 watts, you'd be lucky to get 40. And at 205, at 230, yeah, that would take too long. So I'm thinking about getting either a 100 watt or a 200 watt panel, because the bigger one I'm getting is 1440. The lithium battery is 1440. So yeah, I need to get probably the 200, because it will charge this in no time. But this is your solar connection here. And like I said before, you get the XT60 connection here instead of the barrel. And then here are your connections on the other side. So I will be buying a solar panel from Bluetti, and the other one I'm going to get will be a premium also. It's going to be way bigger than this. Hey, I forgot to slip this in here. I'm going to do it right now. So there is a grounding screw in here that just goes right here if you want to ground this to whatever, right? If you just want to ground it, if you're out in the field, whatever, you want to ground this to your vehicle, whatever, there's a screw that comes with it here. I'm gonna leave it in the bag. I don't really need it for what I do. But here it is right here, this little screw, and it goes right. And it's gonna be a 1440 lithium ion battery. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and get done with that one as well. But all right guys, that's it for now. I'll be back. I'm gonna plug this in and use this thing and just report back on how well it works. And for those of you who are interested in the price of this thing, on Amazon right now, it's $179. There is a coupon that drops it down to $159. Now the regular one, I believe, is going for $139. So the premium one has a little bit more battery capacity versus the standard one, but the standard one is a lot cheaper for those of you who are thinking about doing this as well. This is great for just having some emergency power, man. Just keeping your computer going, cell phones going, maybe a light here or there. Nothing too major, nothing that's gonna pull a lot of wattage. This is mostly for my electronics when I'm on the road, so I don't have to worry about using those little power banks. This right here take care of all my needs. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out. Peace.